In all the time I've been running this channel, I haven't had a chance to review a Wes Anderson movie. I know The French Dispatch came out, I think, last year, and I haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited to talk about his latest film, Asteroid City, so let's get into it. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Before we get started, click on the red subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you know whenever I post a new piece of content. Wes Anderson. I love the guy. I think his movies are great. Rushmore, the first movie of his that I saw, it's a masterpiece. I think it's amazing. Jason Schwartzman in that is incredible. Bill Murray in that is amazing. He's like a revelation in that movie, and it's just fantastic. Great coming of age film. Huge fan. I saw Bottle Rocket after I saw Rushmore, and I thought Bottle Rocket was fine, but really Rushmore and then The Royal Tenenbaums, to me, are the two movies that really put him on the map, and I adore both of those. I think Royal Tenenbaums is probably a better movie, but I think they're both incredible. They have, and Royal Tenenbaums in particular has this amazing cast. Angelica Houston, it's got Gwyneth Paltrow, it's got Bill Murray, it's got Ben Stiller, it's got Gene Hackman. You have Danny Glover, I think I mentioned him. You have this amazing cast, and yet in his movies, they're never bigger than the story. There's no character in a Wes Anderson movie that overtakes the whole thing because of the actor. And I think that's how it's supposed to be in these movies. He makes ensemble films with incredible performances from incredible performers, and all of his movies are like that. He's had some like small bumps in the road. I didn't love Isle of Dogs, but really that's probably the only one that I haven't been blown away by. The Grand Budapest Hotel, you've got William Dafoe, you've got Jeff Goldblum. I mean, it's Ralph Fiennes. You have actors in his movies that could carry the entire thing by themselves. And he's kind of changed things up in the back half of his career. He's got a little bit of different of a cast than he had in the beginning. A lot of players that have still crossed over. But Asteroid City is, Jason Schwartzman plays a grieving father who has just lost his wife. So he's a widower now. He has 4 kids. He has 4 kids, 3 daughters and a son. And he takes the son into this little town in the middle of nowhere in the desert for this like stargazing youth conference where this big military general is going to pass out this award and give one of the kids a scholarship. They're all like little scientific geniuses. And Scarlett Johansson is there too with her daughter, and she's like a famous Hollywood actress who seems like she's kind of washed up. And all these characters just come together, and then they get a strange visitor to the town. And I'm not going to say anything more than that because I went into this movie knowing absolutely nothing. And then the movie kind of takes off from there. And it's just a very Wes Anderson film. He's got such a distinct style when it comes to look, pacing, sound, music, color palette, cinematography. All of his characters seem to like turn and walk at 45-degree angles almost exclusively. I love everything about this movie. And it's got more big name actors. It's got Tom Hanks. It's got Steve Carell. These are people who could carry movies by themselves. Edward Norton again is in this too. And Schwartzman really kind of holds them all together. And it's great to see him as the main character. I haven't seen The French Dispatch, but as far as I know, this is the first time he's been like the main character of the film since Rushmore. And he's really incredible here. Everybody is. And I mean, Bryan Cranston is in this movie, just like there. You wouldn't even know it. And that's what's special about Wes Anderson is he can rope people in because of the quality of his films and the scripts. And he could get anybody to be in these movies. And it doesn't matter because they're just a part of the film and they're just a part of something fun. I mean, you got Adrien Brody, who's won an Oscar. Tom Hanks has won 2 in a row. Steve Carell anchored The Office for a decade-ish. Bryan Cranston on Breaking Bad won a gazillion Emmys. I mean, Edward Norton was nominated for Primal Fear. and probably something else. It's so cool to just see these big name actors disappear into this world and just play and have fun with what seems to be an independent filmmaker. I mean, I haven't even mentioned Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is another great movie of his. And so this just continues that lineage of fantastic films. Darjeeling Limited, one I think is underrated. And yeah, I love Asteroid City. It's everything I want in a Wes Anderson movie. And I appreciate that even after all these years, he hasn't compromised one bit. He has his vision for the movie. He's going to make it. And that's it. He hasn't sold out to anybody. He has not taken a huge, massive paycheck to direct some big budget Hollywood blockbuster. No, he's made movies that are so good that huge actors from all over the world will come be in his movies, based exclusively on the fact that he doesn't compromise and that his vision and his style and his look is so enthralling. So Asteroid City, another home run for him. I love this one. I can't wait to watch it again at home when it comes out on digital. I'll probably watch this movie a dozen more times. It's one of his best. So I love it. There's nothing bad to say about this movie. There's nothing bad to say about it. It's great. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, found it helpful, I hope you would consider subscribing. You can also follow me on Rumble and hit me up on my social media at RealHometownZero on Instagram, and I will see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m.